Hey friends, so the question today is, should you find out the details of an affair? Well, I have an opinion about this, so stay tuned. I feel like I'm the affair expert, right? I've said that before. If you've watched my other videos, it's not a person you really want to be as an affair expert, especially if you get there the way that I did, which is living through 3 affairs that I know of. But I'm Evie with Happily Even After, showing you and helping you to live your very best life, even after a divorce, infidelity, or a trauma that life has put on you that you didn't ask for, you didn't want, and you found yourself in a place you didn't want to be. That was me, friend. Years ago, I was in a big puddle on the floor crying because my husband had left with the 3rd woman that I know about, and I didn't want my marriage to end. I wanted to make it work at all costs because that little girl inside of me wanted happily ever after, no matter how crazy things have gotten, and that my husband didn't really want the marriage anymore. So the question today is, should you find out the details of an affair? Well, I can tell you from my personal experience, from what I went through, my opinion. My opinion is no. No, because I'll tell you why. So I lived through 3. The very first affair, I wanted to know everything. Where'd you sit? Where'd you go? What'd you say? Blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the thing. If your spouse is cheating, they're also lying. It's a package deal. You can't have one. You can't be a cheater without being a liar, unless they came home and told you from the first moment they started. But anyway, so if they're cheating, they're lying. So they're not going to give you the details. They may give you some details about something, doesn't mean that it's the details of what really happened. So that's one thing. The other thing is, the more you know, the more you have to forget. Okay, it's hard enough going through an affair. Finding out about your spouse cheating is brutal. It's excruciating. And all the information that you're just trying to wrap your brain around, just the fact of what they did and that they had phone calls and meetings and secret phones or whatever the situation was, that's enough to wrap your brain around. Finding out the details, they don't really matter. It's not going to change things. So here's the bottom line of the question you need to ask yourself. If you found out your spouse has had an affair and you want to know, should I get the details? Here's the thing. Here's what you need to know. Here's the big question, not whether you need to know the details. The big question in your mind and in your life should be, am I staying or am I going? And past that, then it doesn't matter the details. Are you staying or are you going? You know they had an affair. You know they cheated on you. Whether they had sex 1 time or 50 times doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. Now, I understand wanting to know. I wanted to know. I wanted to know where they sat, who sat on what side, did they kiss, did they blah, 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 blah. Friend, first of all, he didn't tell me. And what he did tell me for 6 weeks, this is on the first one, it wasn't even true. It wasn't even true. We went to a counselor and then he told something else. Well, here's the thing, that probably wasn't true either. Most likely, you're not going to get the truth. And second of all, it hurts. It hurts. The truth is, it hurts. The truth is, they chose someone else over you, whether it was 1 time or 100 times. They chose to text someone. They chose to put someone in your place, and that hurts. It's painful, friend. I know. He was my whole entire world. the very first time that I came home and found another woman in my house. And I wanted to know the details. But here's the thing, it was more for me to forget. Whatever he told me, it was more for me to forget. And again, like I said, it probably wasn't even the truth. So I'm like mulling things around in my mind, and they're probably not even the true things. So the main question I encourage you to ask is, am I staying or am I going? Either he did have the affair and you're going to work on it, or he had the affair and you're leaving. That's the main question that you need to answer. And that's the main thing you need to know. Because knowing details gives you more to forgive and more to forget. Now, I've been asked at this point in the conversation, forgive? You mean I have to forgive them? Yes. You know why? You know why? Not for them, but for yourself, because you're not forgetting and not forgiving keeps you tied to this event. Every time you remember it, every time you bring up all those emotions that it brings up, it connects you closer to the event. Friend, I did this for years. For years, I stayed connected to this first event because I kept thinking of it over and over. Wonder if he'll see her in town. Wonder if she had a flat tire on the way home and he rode by and he saw her and he helped. I mean, like, ridiculous stuff. I did it. I did everything wrong, and I'm here to help you move forward faster. Main question you need to ask is, am I staying or am I going? Past that, the details really don't matter. And I understand you want to know, but that's what you need to know. So my recommendation is, don't find out the details, for one, that may not really be true details, and you have to forget them after you know them. And if you're staying, it won't matter. And if you're leaving, it won't matter. So that's your biggest question. Am I staying or am I going? And then go from there. And I encourage no details. But I know I've been there through 3. I did everything. I knew what may have been the details, which I don't think it was true, because for 6 weeks he told me one thing, and then after that, when we went to a counselor, he told the counselor something else, partially, sort of. And then the second one, I knew sort of details, and the third one, I was like, I don't want to know anything. I just want to survive. I think I can make this work. I know if I do all the right things, I can make it work. Friend, I couldn't. He didn't want to. I was the only one working. So do you need to know details? I say no. I say the only thing you do need to know is if you're staying or going. When you make that decision, then proceed. I'm here to help you, walk with you through what you decide, help you get to the other side. I know tips, tricks, and tools to get you to the other side faster. I took the slow route. I know how to get there faster now. I help ladies and some men every single day to move more quickly through the pain, through the hurt, onto the other side of life, to begin your new journey. And it's a really good one, friend, and I can help you. Click subscribe so you can get more of my videos every time they come out. Hit the like button so maybe other people can see this and move forward faster. And click the link in the bio and see how you can connect with me in other ways. I love working with people. I love helping and encouraging people get to the other side. Thanks for watching, friend. See you next time.